Hiya everyone, welcome to Dear Lauren, my new segment here on YouTube to run alongside me makeup tutorials. Each week I'll be answering your questions. Last week I did a teaser video telling you all about what was happening, and I couldn't believe the response. I got so many emails in my inbox, thank you. I spent the whole week reading them through, ready to include them in the episodes. I still want you to send us your questions, or if you're comfortable, you can send it in a video clip, no longer than 20 seconds, and it can be about anything, seriously. It's not just about makeup. I've got the first one here, which I'm going to read out to you, but remember, I'm just a friend giving my opinion. So we'll have our first question here. Dear Lauren, how do I find out which is the perfect foundation colour for me? Thanks, Abby. Now, all you need to do is you take 3 shades that are similar to your skin tone. I've got these 3 here. And what you would do is, you would put them against your jawline. So I'm going to take a little bit from each one, and just gently on the jawline, like that. Never put them on the back of the hand, because that skin tone is always different to what that is on your face. And put them alongside each other. Now, what you're going to do is, you're going to blend them in. So the one that blends in the best is the one that you're going to use. And I'm going to go for the middle one. Now remember, it's not about colouring, it's about coverage. You don't want to have that orange tone foundation. You want to create a nice flawless base to start putting your makeup on top of. For greasy skin, you want to really find something that's gone from a matte to a powder finish rather than a moisturiser finish. I hope that's answered your question. Next up, for some brow troubles. Hiya, I recently bought an eyebrow pencil and I'm totally stuck on how to use it. I love Sherloid's eyebrows. Please help. Love from fellow Geordie, Shaw. Well, Shaw, I hope you've already bought your eyebrow pencil for the right shade of your brow. But if you haven't, I'm going to try and help you out a little bit. So first of all, I'm going to be using a Vaseline stick. This is great for to bond your eyebrow hairs together, get them nice and neat, and then your eyebrow pencil will glide on. So first just coat the brow with a little bit of this. It's just like a Vaseline. Once you've done that, I'm using a dark brown eyebrow pencil. The brow colour you need to go is darker for a dramatic look, or on par or lighter for a nice subtle everyday look to fill in the gaps. So we're going to start off by really exaggerating this inner corner part. Give them a really good strong shape. Push the pencil through the hairline. And if you have got lots of gaps, you can also just dab it gently onto the skin. As long as you don't go too thick and it shows what you're doing. And then bring it right out, nice and angular. And you can make this end as sharp as you want. Now, once you've got your eyebrow, the shape that you like, you can also use it as a stencil and pluck around them to get Cher's eyebrows, or whoever else tickles your fancy. Some people grow hair above the line, some people underneath. So all you do is, once you've got your brow in place, shape off with tweezers extra hair until you're happy with the shape you've got. But you definitely want exaggerated inner corners. I really hope I've helped you, Shaw. We have quite a sad one here. It's, Dear Lauren, I know you're a bigger girl and so am I. I'm having a hard time at school. I don't get bullied, but I feel very self-conscious a lot. Is there any advice you can give? Lots of love, Georgia. Well, Georgia, a lot of these things are in our heads. What we might be thinking, other people aren't. So when you're feeling dead conscious about how you look or how you're dressed or whatever, people are not giving it that much thought, just like you're not about them. But it's really hard to get to grips with that in your head. And I used to be just like that, and it was until I started thinking about it. Other people don't care. 20 seconds after meeting you, they're not thinking about you. When you can get that into your head, you can carry on and get on with things a lot better. You could basically go into the street, pull your pants down, pull a moonie, and 20 seconds later, people will not even give you a thought. So I think a lot of the time it's all in our heads and we build it up to be something a lot bigger than it is. So all I would suggest to you is, if you're not going to change the way you look, then you have to change the way you feel inside, become a little bit more confident, and just try it. Try not to think too much about what other people are thinking, because genuinely they're not. I hope that's helped you, Georgia. Take care. Ever had a scab you just cannot cover? Well, this email. Hey, I hope you're reading this. Well, my problem is, how do you cover scabs on your face? Because I have one on my chin from a spot. Are there any heavy duty concealers? But it has to be, can't remember what you call them, but like Boots or Superdrug, etc. Well, they are actually the only ones that I can think of. Zoom zoom, MED. Well, first of all, something you can find at Superdrug or Boots, and it's this, it's L'Oreal, it can be found anywhere, and it's a green anti-redness primer, and what happens is, the green counteracts the red. Now you can't do anything about the texture of a scab. I've seen it all over the place, and it's very hard to get rid of it. So, when you've got a spot around about the red tone, or brown, what you do is, you look on the colour wheel, and the opposite is green. So green counteracts redness for rosacea in the cheeks as well as spots and blemishes and scabs. So you take the red and you put a green on top of it. And what I would do is put a green concealer, them type of shades of green, to go with your red and your orange tones, over the top of your spot. Then put your foundation on top of that, and that should hide the redness for you. To get the best results, you want to use a synthetic brush. This is great for applying concealers and colour correction serums, and dab a little bit of the correction serum onto the brush and apply it where you have your spot. You don't want to blend it away too much. Just leave it on, it'll hide the redness, and then apply your foundation as normal. Amy, I really hope I've helped you. Now for some eyeliner wars, trying to get them to match up. Hi Lauren, my name is Simone, and I was wondering, how do you get your lines even when you put eyeliner on? I always try to keep my hand as straight as possible, but no matter how careful I am or how slowly I apply, I always seem to mess it up. Usually my right eye will look amazing, but my left eye will always be messed up, and the line always goes on way too thick. Your eyes are always so perfect in your videos. Thank you. And I was wondering if you had any tips or tricks that might make it easy for me. Thank you so much. I love your YouTube videos and I can't wait for the next upload. Well, hopefully you won't have to wait too long. Now for eyeliner, it is tricky to get them to match. What I would say is, take a felt tip nib rather than a brush nib. And I use these because it's a little bit easier to apply for first hand timers. I learned with this one and then I went on to a brush, but it does take a lot of practice. So first of all, you want to steady your finger on your cheek. Now it might look silly, but it really does help. And what you want to do is, close your eye, start on the inner corner and bring the liner right across. Keep your little finger on your cheek as much as possible. And then at the outer corner, bring it down to the right at the edge. And then what I like to do is, so this matches the other side up, take a ruler or a pencil brush, and you want to just apply it to the outer edge of the eye, to where the eyebrow ends, and you want to just lift it gently out, and you get a lovely little line. Now this way, if you do it on the other side, you're going to have them match up. I really hope you enjoyed that. Well, I hope you enjoyed the first segment of Dear Lauren. Stay tuned, because I might be reading yours out next. Keep on sending your questions. It can be about anything. As you can see, it wasn't all about makeup. To dearlauren@laurenluke.com. See you all in a bit. Zoom zoom.